Good morning, Dukes and Dukesses of Dirtumberland. The Fat Gravel Rider is out today, and one of the things I've had requested a few times now is a review of my Kinesis Tripster. There aren't many reviews online besides the official one, so I'm going to give you my lowdown on the custom build model that I had made by Sigma Sports. At the moment the bike is set up winter mode, so there's a couple of things on it that you wouldn't see on there during the summer, and certainly things that you might think, oh, that's vile. So we'll start off. Okay, so you can see it is a 1x drivetrain, rival group set, clutch mech on the back, running a 42 chainring on the front and a 40 I believe on the back, which is an XT cassette on the back. I'm running Hope hubs, so I've got custom purple Hope RS4, and they are the centre lock hubs, so nice and purple, just to give a nice little offset. So again, centre lock disc brakes on there, I'll come on to those shortly. I'm running Hope 25 rims. They are 32 spoked with 43mm Panaracer Gravel King SKs on there. This, after much deliberation, the Mud Hugger is the choice that I've gone for a rear mud guard. It's been spot on. It is ugly as sin, hangs over by a ton. That's the 29er version, probably could have got away with a 27.5. Little tip: if you do run a Mud Hugger, use every single slot that you've got, because if you don't, it's guaranteed to pop off in the rough stuff. During the summer I would run 2 bottle cages. As you can see underneath, there are mounts there to put a third cage. That's in the summer, that's where the tool bottle would go, and I'd have another cage there. Got some Supercaz cages to go with a Supercaz bar tape. This bar tape actually is getting replaced in the summer with some purple bar tape and some purple bar end covers as well, but for now that colour codes in with the bike lovely. So bars, I'm running a Pro, you can just see that underneath the computer, Pro stem with specialised hover bars. You can't really see it very well, but there is a riser there. SRAM Force brakes, they are on to SRAM Force brake calipers, and as I say, centre lock Shimano pads. I'm running 140mm Shimano pads. I was originally going to change those for 160s, but to be fair, I haven't felt like I've needed to yet. And I guess if you want to be a weight weenie, you're saving yourself a gram or two by keeping off there. As I say, this is the winter build, so I would normally have a stronger light, but I'm out during the daytime, so I've got a little cat eye light on here. I've got my Hammerhead Karoo, which is the Mutt's nuts. If you ever want a decent navigation device, then the Hammerhead is by far the way to do it. Data fields are spectacular on this. You can see everything you need. I normally would ride a frame bag on there, but I'm using a handlebar bag today, just again because I'm out on a little poodle. I'm actually not very well, and we've got a bit of a poorly cold, so I was going to do the dirt bag winter challenge, but just wasn't feeling it, so I've turned back and I thought, well, let's stop and get this done. I'll say Kinesis carbon seat post and a specialised Phenom saddle. I've been using the specialised Phenom saddle now since I bought the bike end of August. It is comfortable, but I don't know if you can see, there's a little, they're like stickers and they're starting to fray and they're catching on my shorts, and it's a pain in the nuts, quite literally. So what's the ride like? The ride is phenomenal. It handles off-road amazingly well. Coming from the Ridley X Trail, which is a carbon frame, don't get me wrong, the carbon frame does feel a slightly bit more comfortable, but this has handled everything that I've thrown at it so far, and I've thrown a lot at it. The wheels will take a 27.5, and I will be getting some 27.5s probably for next winter. Certainly towards the end of summer I'll get some of those after I've got holidays and whatnot out of the way. It is, yeah, incredibly comfortable, incredibly versatile. It's the first time I've used a 1x setup. Gotta be honest with you, the SRAM gears do need fettling quite regularly. That could just be me because I'm really bad at keeping things well lubed up and whatnot. But I tend to find every couple of weeks when I give it a deep clean, I'm having to fettle the gears again because they're rubbing in places. I had a lot of problems with the front brake when I first got the bike. but I changed the pads out, and the spring actually was bent, and that's what was making so much noise in the wet when my brakes were wet. So the new pads that I've got on there are Rhino pads, like a third-party pad, and they've been great so far. Yeah, that is my Kinesis Kinesis Tripster AT. Great bit of kit. Oh, pedals, I didn't talk about pedals, just Shimano pedals. I've been riding on those. These stickers, by the way, if you're not in NTR, which is North Tyneside Riders, for which I am a member, these are the NTR Dirtbags emblem, so that's why you'll see those on all of my bikes. That's just a little thing we do, a little custom thing. Some of us, I say we do, there's only two I think of us in the club who've got it, but we're the ride leaders and we're both awesome. So there you go. One last look.